Instagram now allows you to boost your Reels right from the app itself. You no longer have to go into the computer, into Ads Manager, and set this up officially. You can now boost Reels. There's just some qualifications to it. So in this video, we're going to be going over their new feature and exactly how to boost Reels, and also a couple little tricks that I have for how to get around some of their limitations of what you can actually post, or excuse me, what you can actually boost as a Reel. So stick around so I can show you how to still get around some of these things. Don't tell Instagram though. Let's get into it. So if you go onto Instagram's website, they actually announced that you could boost Reels back on July 19th. However, they slow rolled out this feature like they do with most things. So I didn't see it for probably another couple weeks or month after, but overall, it's a pretty new feature. And if we read here, which Reels can be boosted, it says to be eligible for boosting within the Instagram app, Reels must be less than 60 seconds and have a 9:16 aspect ratio, which means they're filmed vertically and have a full screen format. So you can't have like black bars around the Reel, which by the way, if you post a Reel that has the black bars on top and bottom, meaning you post like a widescreen video as a vertical screen format Reel, and there's just all this blank space around it, there's very little chance for that Reel to do well. It will basically instantly kill it, but you also can't boost those. And then it says, at this time, Reels that use third-party IP, such as copyrighted music, GIFs, interactive stickers, or camera filters in a Reel are ineligible for boosting, as well as Reels shared to Facebook. So let's break some of these last ones down one at a time. Third-party IP, such as copyrighted music. So most of the Instagram music for when you're posting on Reels is copyrighted. You could use these like original audios from other people, most likely. So a lot of the lip syncs would probably pass. It's not copyrighted music. Sometimes there is some music going on during it, like some of these popular audios, even if it is someone talking. And for that reason, it might get picked up as copyrighted, but it should be fine in most cases. But if you're using a trending sound and it's an audio straight off of Spotify linked with Instagram, it probably won't work. So how you can make sure you're using non-copyrighted music. If you are a business account in Instagram, it is already limiting you to non-copyrighted music as it is. Now, most of you are probably not doing this because you want to use all of the songs in Instagram's library. And in order to do so, you are maybe a creator account set as a type as entrepreneur. If you don't know about this trick, here it is. You can set your account to a creator type, or excuse me, I think it might even be a business type, but you just have to put the type that you are as entrepreneur. And if you do so, then it will give you full access to the entire music library. Otherwise, if you are a business account, all the music that you see should be okay for boosting. Now, you can also take music from a non-copyrighted source if you edit the film on a video editor in your phone or on your laptop and then put it over to Reels after. If that's the point that you add the music, it still can tell if you are using copyrighted music. So what you can do is you can go to YouTube and just type in non-copyrighted music. And if you're looking for like chill background music, just kind of specify that with it. Just like put background, electronic music, background, rock music, something like that. Non-copyright, you should find plenty, or royalty-free music is also the common search term to use. But then you can put that in your Reel and that should be okay. A lot of Reels though, you do want to use a trending audio. So I do think having the opportunity to boost the ones that are audio lip syncs is a good way to go about it. If it's just you doing like a lip sync and it's funny, but it doesn't have like a call to action to go check out your website or your bio or follow you, anything like that, then it's probably not something we want to boost. But just know that that's a good opportunity as far as the music criteria goes. Also, if you have a program like Artlist, if you actually have this music that is typically copyrighted when someone else plays it, but is not like you own it, like you paid for it. So artlist.io, a lot of people have that. You can get a lot of artist music that not everyone has access to, like the music that you hear on the Social Bamboo podcast. The intro and outro music is music that you could not use. I just have bought the copyrights to it, but the file can tell. So you can use that music as well if you've purchased some music from some of these music systems like that. The next thing is GIFs. So you don't want to use any of the GIFs in the Instagram app, which is unfortunate because a lot of times I've edited videos to the point where I think, all right, there could be a little bit more graphics involved in this reel. However, just some simple GIFs would probably be a good way to add to this one. So I don't worry about editing that part in on the computer. I will just add those GIFs in very easily when it gets to the Instagram app, but this makes it so you can't boost it. So if you are wanting to boost it, obviously don't use the GIFs or interactive stickers as it says. Also camera filters. Now this is what I have the workaround for. So if you did want to use a filter when you just like swipe over, I believe it restricts all of them, even like Oslo and the Rio de Janeiro ones, like when you're just swiping over. I'm sure that it blocks the other filters too if you're probably using some of their more complex effects where it has, you're like a puppy dog or whatever. I think all of that would also be blocked from boosting as a reel. But if you just wanted to put like the Oslo filter on it, what you can do is like turn on the filter, then click the save button, and then re-upload that video, and then just don't put a filter on that one. That would be a way that you can still get it through without them seeing you have a filter on it. So just save it and then re-upload it. And the other one, the last one here, is reel share to Facebook. And this is probably why a lot of us can't go back and just boost reels that we've already posted, because you probably have made it where you click also share to the Facebook feed, because why not, right? If you can get those extra impressions. But from now on, I'm not doing it because it usually doesn't even work that well. And if you haven't caught my former episode where I talked about Facebook Reels, if you don't share it through the Instagram Reel feature at the end and you just go right into your Facebook page and post the reel from there, it should do a lot better. You also have the opportunity to earn some income, I believe, if you post it from your Facebook page. I think there's some qualifications to it though, but that's just one extra way to explore getting some extra impressions. But the people I've talked to that listen to the podcast that post their reels directly on Facebook from their Facebook page, they get way better results. So consider checking that out too. But yeah, you're not going to want to put it on your Instagram reel. You're not going to want to make it share to Facebook if you want the chance to boost it. So now let's get into talking about what a good call to action would be. Basically, you're either going to want to go for a free download. I think if you go for a purchase, it can work if you have a very simple product. And a simple product is what I define as something that someone could see and know if they want it or not. If you have clothing, if you have art, then you could probably boost a reel that has a call to action to buy something from your website. If you're a coach, then you probably don't want to say like, buy my course at the end. They probably need a little bit more nurturing. It's better to send them to a free guide or even just encourage them to follow you. So that would be the other thing that everyone can do. And usually it works pretty well for a number of reasons. So the first one being that if you're just asking for a follow at the end of a boosted reel, it's not nearly as much of an ask as leave Instagram, go to our website, download this, or even, go to our website and buy something. It's not nearly as much of an ask, so you can get better results from this reel just showing 1 or 2 times to people. Which is part of the reason why is that when you boost a reel, it is likely just going to show to a lot of people 1 or 2 times because it is running that as a traffic objective campaign. If you don't know what I'm talking about, don't worry, but if you know paid ads, if you've been an ads manager before, you understand there's like 11 different types of campaign types, and the traffic one is more about getting the word out to a lot of people 1 or 2 times. And if you do some kind of sale, usually people need to see an ad multiple times before they buy something. So it usually isn't going to work that well for that reason too. The other reason why is because when you are setting it up in Ads Manager and you're going for a sale, then you put the conversion objective as purchase. And then it knows that if people click the link, but they still haven't bought yet, that they should probably see the ad a few more times. If they've added it to cart and they haven't bought yet, they're going to see the ad a few more times. Once they purchase, though, is when the ad will actually chill out. So that's why when you actually set it up in Ads Manager for something like a purchase conversion, it's going to structure it and it's going to show people to a much better frequency to actually make that happen. But when you're boosting a reel, it's usually just going to show to a lot of people once or twice. So that's why an ask to follow you or an ask to do something for free are usually going to work best. So if you got free guides, If you got, some of you who do products, you even have like a free plus shipping offer. That would maybe work a little bit better, where the person, essentially gets the item for free, and then they pay the $7 to $20 for the shipping. And obviously you still make money as the e-commerce company, but it's just a way to structure the deal. And otherwise I would say that unless you think you can close people within 1 to 2 times of seeing the ad, you would not want that to be the call to action on a boosted Instagram reel. If you're just looking for more followers, this is a very quick way to throw some money at Instagram and get some. So hope you enjoyed this, and I'll talk to you soon.